Over this past weekend, the WWE aggressively counterbooked AEW All-In 2025 in Texas. The WWE announced 3 events over the same weekend. Saturday night's main event was the main event for the World Heavyweight Championship, being a returning 58-year-old Goldberg. NXT Great American Bash went head-to-head in the time slot with AEW All-In, and featured in the main event 2 former AEW stars, Hangmanpage and Ricky Starks. And finally, to finish the weekend, an all-women's pay-per-view, the return of WWE Evolution. Now in this video, I'm going to tell you why it was a failure for the WWE this weekend and why they don't even need to do this in the first place. So if you like daily wrestling content and discussions, please like and subscribe to the channel for more. We are constantly being told that AEW is not on the minds of the WWE and they are not competition. Yet the WWE continuously goes out of their way to counterbook AEW and hurt them in any way they can. This has happened not only in counterbooking events, but also telling arenas not to book AEW if they want WWE there. Now this is not the first time we've spoken about this, and it definitely won't be the last. After this weekend, the WWE has just announced NXT Heatwave, another pay-per-view going head-to-head with AEW Forbidden Door. What WWE don't seem to understand is that counterbooking these dates doesn't really hurt AEW at all, and also has a reverse effect on WWE for multiple reasons. Number 1 being the fans can see what they're trying to do, and number 2, and most importantly for the WWE, it actually hurts their talent and their booking. And this weekend was a perfect example, starting with NXT Great American Bash, with 2 former AEW stars in a street fight, giving it their absolute all. And while it was a very good match, they were going head-to-head with All-In, AEW's version of WrestleMania. The spotlight was not on NXT no matter how hard they tried, and it's definitely no coincidence that the 2 people in the main event of the NXT Great American Bash were former AEW wrestlers. But probably the most blatant booking mistake they made over this weekend was with Saturday night's main event. This was a show that was designed for nothing but stealing the headlines from AEW All-In after it had finished. A returning Goldberg, at 58 years old, was booked in the main event for the World Heavyweight Championship, and Jelly Roll, the country music star, was forced into a storyline with another numbers mover Logan Paul and 2 of the top WWE superstars Drew McIntyre and Randy Orton to set up a SummerSlam feud that absolutely nobody asked for and no real wrestling fan really wants to see. So what was the purpose of these booking decisions? Throwing a 58-year-old in the World Heavyweight Championship match and getting a country music star to almost main event a SummerSlam? The answer? Shock value. All this weekend was designed for was to steal headlines, steal social media numbers, and take the spotlight completely away from AEW to step on the necks of their competition. And finally, it was capped off by WWE Evolution 2, an all-women's pay-per-view. After the ending of the show, it ended up being WWE's best event for the weekend. The sad part, it only got about 4 weeks of promotion, and it's also been reported that the wrestlers backstage weren't happy with the way the Evolution pay-per-view has been thrown together. Despite this, my biggest issue with the Evolution event is that Trish Stratus out of nowhere has been brought back to fight for the Women's World Championship, when there's a plethora of other talented women that have bust their ass week in and week out to get to the main event and get an opportunity, only to have a legend come in and swoop in at the last minute. Again, this was only thrown together with about 4 to 5 weeks of promotion, and the reason why they called Trish is the same reason why they called Goldberg, for shock value and for a cheap pop to get the headlines. The WWE does not have to resort to these kind of tactics to hold down AEW or any other promotion for that matter. The reason? Nobody will ever catch WWE in terms of popularity and worldwide appeal. So instead of shifting the focus for spitefulness and to gain numbers and social media attraction, they should focus on putting on a great show, something they haven't done in a very long time. Their focus has been on maximizing profits and maximizing numbers. And because of this shift in focus, the product has suffered mightily over the past couple of years. They need to get back on track, stop worrying about other promotions, and focus on the product that we know and love. So subscribe to the channel and have your say in the comments.